name's Dr. Jeffry Life. Last week I talked about alcohol and alcohol abuse and alcohol addiction, which is worsened because of the pandemic and people being isolated in their homes. Today I'm talking about another substance that we are abusing and actually can cause addiction, and that's sugar. Eating sugar causes a release of opioids and dopamine in our brains, and this stimulates the pleasure center in our brain and leads us down the path toward addiction. Dopamine is a neurotransmitter that is a critical part of our reward center located in our brains. And as this is stimulated frequently, often, it can create addictive behavior, as you can well imagine. When a particular behavior causes an increased release of dopamine, it creates a pleasurable sensation or a high. And this can make one want to repeat the behavior. And as you repeat the behavior more and more, your brain adjusts and starts releasing less dopamine. So if you want to experience that same high, you need to repeat the behavior in greater amounts and more often. And as you can imagine, this leads many people, the bulk of our population actually, down the path to substance abuse and addiction. We truly have a society of addicted adults when it comes to sugar, and we are creating a whole generation of children that are addicted to sugar. Every time we eat sweets, we are reinforcing these neural pathways, causing our brain to become increasingly hardwired to crave sugar. A Connecticut college study has shown that Oreo cookies, when fed to rats, activated neurons in the pleasure center more so than cocaine. An interesting add-on to that study was that the rats would first eat the inside of the Oreo cookie before they'd eat the rest of it, much like many of us do. Research in recent years on humans has demonstrated that sugar can stimulate the brain's reward center in a manner similar to that seen with most recreational drugs, and definitely similar to alcohol. Alcohol abuse and addiction cause a lot of problems. Sugar addiction doesn't cause marriage breakups, but it can cause obesity and lead people down the path to heart disease and strokes. Most of the sugar consumed in America comes from beverages, energy drinks, and sodas, alcoholic drinks, fruit drinks, and sweetened coffees and teas like those that you get at Starbucks. Other sources of sugar include bread, salad dressing, granola bars, protein bars, fat-free yogurt. It's important that we look for added sugar on all nutrition labels. The goal would be to have 0 added sugar, or maybe 1 gram. Sugar is added to 75% of the products on our grocery store shelves. The average American consumes about 17 teaspoons of added sugar. That's 241 grams daily. That calculates out to 194 pounds of sugar every year. A lot of sugar. The U.S. leads the world in consumption of added sugar. Over half of Americans, and specifically 58%, eat more than 25 teaspoons. That's 354 grams a day, and that calculates out to 285 pounds of sugar every year. No wonder we have an obesity epidemic. 2/3 of our children and adolescents consume more added sugar than is recommended by the Dietary Guidelines for America and the World Health Organization. This is why we are seeing obesity in younger and younger kids. Sugary drinks account for 46% of the added sugar in the American diet. I've included a sugar addiction quiz of 12 questions. And you can take this quiz in the secrecy of your home, if you have 4 or more yes answers, then you have a problem with sugar, and you may well be addicted to it. In future talks, I'm going to address how we can deal with this addiction, how we can get off sugar and not be addicted and not have to consume all those calories every day. So until I see you all again next week, make the rest of your life the best part of your life. Thank you very much.